Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from the gamer. Redfall is nowhere to be found among Steam's top sellers. The gamer, well, technically, it's two articles from the gamer, but let me just summarize and try to make it colorful because... Sorry, less colorful, because I'm still in the allotted times from YouTube where I cannot utter a curse word. Think of it like this. Kotaku is that brown tiny thingy that you see on a field that is somewhat liquid but still solid, full of botflies, worms and other stuff. And a Polygon, it's that one, but slightly less smelly. And this one is the slightly less smelly version of Polygon, but still full of botflies, maggots and things like that. It may even include some fur sticking out of it. Probably some undigested corn shells, corn kernel shells in it. Probably small little tomato thingy sticking out. It's that mental image that I want you to have when you see the gamer. I think it's 1 minute. I think that's... I think it's safe. Shit. I'm talking about shit. The gamer is a slightly less smelly shit. Right. Anyway. Let's cover this. I know it's not doing well, but surely it's doing better than this. Well, not really, because let me put it very frankly and very succinctly. Redfall is a piece of shit. It's a game that pretty much represents the wokeness that we see today. It's pretty much the average expected game that we see. It's woke garbage. ARKANE went so woke on Dishonored 2 that the game went bankrupt. Not bankrupt, but it went so bad that Bethesda decided to retire the brand. That's how bad it went. They had a standalone expansion to try and rescue it with going extra woke. It wasn't enough for going woke on Dishonored 2. They had to go extra woke on the expansion pack. And that sold so badly, they retired the name. And here we can actually see how bad it is. But I mean, it's really, really bad. You can see it here on SteamDB. They had the peak during the release date, which was May 2. 6,124 players. That usually represents to what could be 20,000 units sold? On Steam alone, give it what? 5,000 less for Epic? Which is a shit store, which I assume they are there as well. Maybe on Windows Store as well, give it pretty much the same numbers. So let's say 30,000. I'm spitballing here. I don't have the numbers. I don't even pretend to know it. I'm just spitballing how much this. So then probably for Xbox, give it or take 15,000. So maybe all in all, less than 50,000 units sold for a game like this. It's bad. And you can see here in the numbers, with the times and all of that, that it is really, really, really bad. I mean, horrendously bad. I mean, bad as fuck. As you can see here, it's only 1,715 left. And Look, it's going down. 5,000, 5,000. It's going down very, very badly. So badly that even the scores... Look. The gamer again. Xbox head Phil Spencer is disappointed with a Redfall. But before I go on, here's a trailer of something that is not woke and it's definitely better than this garbage. Right, so don't forget to check it out. Here we can see here how bad it is. Once again, as you can see in the graph, let me show you. Right now, as you can see, there are trends of going up and down on each a day. This is UTC time. So as you can see, it has a pinnacle, a peak, and then down and down and down and peak. Right now, we are reaching the peak time, and it will go down later on. So tomorrow will be far worse than today. Today, the peak was 1,807, and it's currently going down. And it will go down and down and down. It doesn't look good for this game. This game is looking pretty shit. Look what Phil Spencer said. This one is from VGC. Phil Spencer apologizes for the disappointing Redfall and claims Xbox was expecting better reviews. This is what happens when you hire diversity hires. This is what happens when you hire people who does not know what they're doing. And they want to do this all for diversity purposes. This game pretty much... Wait, let's grab a page from the SJWs, because apparently they think that not having a person or a character that doesn't look like you bad. That it means you're not represented. Even though for me, the actual game San Andreas was the best Grand Theft Auto. And do I look anything like the character in San Andreas? No. Not even a tiny little bit, do I? That was the best Grand Theft Auto ever, beating Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. And I don't look anything like it. Right, so, taking a page out of that, it means that no white males is represented in this. So that means the biggest demographic who actually purchases these games, hey, even Asians, is not represented in the game. That means you're not targeting that demographic, so... It's going bad, isn't it? Here is what they said. It's somewhat hard to believe, but Redfall only launched on Tuesday because it feels much longer than that. It's possible to imagine that ARKANE's development feels even longer as players have been picking apart the game's faults, which are numerous. These include countless bugs and glitches, lack of matchmaking, and woeful enemy AI. First and foremost, the characters does not represent... Hey, I'm not the one who made up this game. I'm just a player playing the game right now. And I'm using their page. There's no representation here for white males. If this was in a different world, like when Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was made, I was even going to say that this does not matter. But here we are. We are in SJW world, and that matters to them. So, But woeful enemy AI and all of those things, hey, you hired for this. And Jesus Christ, why do every SJW actually have to do a hair like this one? When you have this type of hair and the side shaved hair from a woman, you know the game is woke, and you know it's going to suck. It's pretty much a given. And it's the SJW uniform. That's the only thing they see. They are so filthy fucking racist and fucking sexists. That's the only thing they have. But you guys wanted this. You guys are fucking getting it. Right, let's read the other article, which I started this. The absence of Redfall from Steam's best-selling game was first noticed by Persistent World, presumably after they checked on where the new game was sitting in the charts following its rough launch. Quote, has #Redfall been pulled from Steam in some form? It's not on the top sellers global top seller list. If you also search for it, only the DLCs appear. The review adding that even when they include hundreds of Steam's top sellers, Redfall is still nowhere to be found. And you will not find it. It's a shit game, full of identity politics, full of garbage. It's badly designed, it's badly made, and you somehow expect this to be a good seller. Right, let's read the last paragraph and call it a day. The immediate assumption here is that the combination of Redfall reaction reviews being so bad and its inclusion on Game Pass means it simply isn't selling. That might well be the case, but despite how bad Redfall is right now, that seems unlikely. Yeah, that's what we call games journalists. They don't seem to realize how bad things are. Because it's a woke pet project for them. Even though the game is so garbage, they still try to somewhat salvage it. No matter what it is being said about it, it's still a AAA game that launched 2 days ago. AAA game, yeah. Reminds me of a few AAA games where they actually added so much identity politics it failed. What could be? Oh yeah, Dishonored 2. Plus its DLC still appears when you search for it on Steam's top seller. Wanna know why? Because people are still somewhat selling it. The DLC is still somewhat selling it for the people who actually purchase it. Who were purchasing it, the game, when it was still first released. And that's about it. This is bad. This is stuff that you actually see when a game has reached its bottom. Or a game that has already reached its top seller, yeah, and the only thing left for it is a DLC. This is what you see on a game after it has been released 2, 3, 4 months, 6 months, a year after its release. Not 2 days after its release. See, this is them trying to still save face. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace what games journalists are. Well, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night. And remember, when they ask for a woke game, point out Redfall You're gonna show it to them. It's garbage.